Diana always dreamed of a better world for her children, free from the evil that destroyed the old world. But that freedom must be fought for. The evil must be hunted down. Hello, I'm Smokey957, and in this episode I'm going to join Lanius's Nova Legion, and I'm going to show you a bug that appears to have been fixed, which will lead me to war here in the north. But before I get started, let's have a look at the wasteland and what's happening around it. I've noticed that there is a new water crossing that's been added here between Maxon and Robot City, which I'm pretty sure wasn't here when I did my live stream. Just to the east here, it looks like the last patrol is on their way to hopefully forming Oklahoma. And then something to note on the west coast is New Mariposa has been formed, and the Northwestern Brotherhood is being led by Betty, and they are in a faction with the super mutants. So some interesting things that are going to happen here in the west. But that's all that's really interesting of note so far. I'm going to start this episode by taking the focus of the command station so I can get my immediate air tech. At the heart of the nursery, the command station lies, a state-of-the-art mainframe manned by advanced robo-brains. It possesses billions of lines of information and strategic intel in its mainframes. Bringing it back online and properly integrating it into our command will considerably help our future efforts. And I'll get a little extra boost, 5% to stability. Well, this happened sooner than I thought. The unlikely marriage did a move that no one across the waste could have predicted. The legate Kaiser's second command has defected from the Legion and joined forces with the leader from the twin mothers, Diana. While the reasons for this defection remain unclear to the forces around the wastes, the Legion under season now faces a new threat on the eastern border, as well as a new California to the west. Perhaps Kaiser should have sent a man who only respects strength east. So now we are part of the Nova Legion. Well, that's my additional plating for my Enforcer armor finished. I am going to start research on my Tribal Scout kit so I can create my Special Forces template. Something I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to break my normal, let's call it tradition, of the way I research things, because if there's one problem with twin mothers is that there is so much to do in this focus tree, and a lot of them require certain researches to be done before you can do the focused. For example, relay dish, I must do radio improvements, long range radio, to get the satellites, digital data links. For combat robot subroutines, I must have researched a sentry bot. Same goes over here. I need to have done guerrilla tactics and militia training for these focuses. So I've actually created a short list for myself of researches I need to focus on over and above my normal industry and engineering focuses, so that I don't fall behind when I need to do a specific focus in my focus tree. Alright, the command station is up and running, so my next focus, so I can start having an air force, is ensuring continued connection. The Twin Mothers tribe is a very important ally of ours, which sometimes needs our help. Sadly, as of now, it is difficult to communicate properly with them as well as supply them. As such, our mainframe shall develop new ways for us to airlift supplies and keep in contact with them. So I'll get intermediate air tech, and I'll get a time reduction penalty of 1 year and 25 research bonuses for the next 3 radar technologies. That's pretty damn nice. The full moon raid. Now this is the event that was bugged previously, which now allows you to get war goals up here in the north. It appears that it has been fixed nicely. A group of vile raiders has pushed into Twin Mothers territories from attacking across the Forbidden Lands. They have stolen dozens of the tribe's young and old as slaves and taken nearly our entire harvest for the next year. The raiders always seem to have used to attacking from across that ridge, but the attacks have never been this catastrophic. So, oh no, my children. So we complete the focus threats from a wasteland, minus 800 manpower, and we have a debuff the full moon raid stability down by 30%, and my efficiency cap goes down by 30% as well for 500 days. So now these, if you remember from the previous episode, I mentioned that these focuses here, let me just cancel these. These focuses here, this line here, relies on something else happening out in the wasteland. So this is the first one that's happened. It was previously bugged, but now it's repaired. I am not going to take this focus when it comes up. I'll take it later. But I now have, from that, an extra 150 political power added on. So I'm going to take Wasteland, Legendary Wasteland is there, and Mercenary Training Instructors to get my organization up and high. Some other advisors that I've gotten in the previous episode was the Bring of Civilization to bring down my justification wartime goal, and I believe that was it. And I did previously update to survival training. And I just realized now I should have actually gone for the frontline operative to get more organization and attack. Oh well, what's done is done. Here's a full moon raid, and here's our Conquerors of the Colorado that we picked up with the Cult of Diana focus that we ended the previous episode on. And of course, just as I set up my attack plan for go against Circle Junction, which I'm waiting on the war goal on, Lanius has declared war on the Sundogs. So let me go help my new ally out. You can just set up there. I'm pretty sure I can join wars. Yes. So let's go. Now obviously Lanius is a lot stronger than me, almost 4 times stronger. So he'll do most of the fighting. I just want to get a little bit of, let's forgive them. Just want to get a little bit of army experience, both for creating my new template and for my units. No. Where are the land of the setting sun? This is when First Citizen Lynette wins the election in Vault City and creates the Nevada Pact. I really don't care. And news from the south. Recently, with the fall of a settlement known as Eden, we have finally learned of the whereabouts of a piece of property we have been missing. Over 50 years ago, Safan has restole from me a geck, using kind words to lower my guard. If what I'm hearing is true, it seems that after he stole this geck, he took it south, using it to spread terrible mutated fauna across an area of former New Mexico and Texas. It finally ended up in the state of Eden, taken there after being pulled from Reese's infected mutated flesh in Corpus Christi. The geck has been well defended for years until now, when a group of invaders took over the region and made it and that geck our own. It's my responsibility to fix this. We complete the focus, our biggest mistake. which is another one of these ones over here. So 2 in less than a month. New technology, and we'll, okay, we have to own Eden to get that geck back. This, I might use this one. Back to the war against the Sundogs. Rescuing the captives. We've been tipped off that the captives from Full Moon Raid are likely been taken up north on a metal steam barge. We have to send our warriors up north to confirm if this is true or not. Anything to save our tribesmen. Okay, let's get them. Yes, okay, so we get Grant's Wargore on Circle of Junction. Okay, so no more doing this. Let's send all my people there. And it's 111, so I'm going to actually risk declaring straight away. So let's get them. Declare war. And hopefully good old Lanius will be able to help me out here if he has some troops to spare. Yes, please. Okay, it's the first one there. I'm just doing these 3 here, and then I think I'll be finished with my branch upgrades. I have decided to become the Spy Master, so if Lanius actually makes a spy agency, it doesn't look like he has yet, I should get an extra operative because of that. See, yeah, AI doesn't have nicely fleshed out units. And now with that done, I'm going to start. I haven't got my intermediate air tick yet. How long? 2 days. We can wait for that. Okay, now immediate air tick done. Thank you. Now I want to get Wasteland Amazons. Yes, give me some more war support. Let's do that. And let's start my research of my aircraft, motorized aircraft. You don't need to get balloons to get triplane attack, and that's what I want, so just doing motorized for now. You can catch up that later. And now I want to take half of you girls and push you in here. Oh, that may have been a mistake, but we'll have to see. And I've got some more, so let me actually grab that frontline operative now. Okay, Sundogs are losing nicely. We still haven't done anything major. Rats, yes. Okay, got one is... Okay, so Lanius is sending some of his people. Just have to star them out here. Treasure trove. Okay, so you sent some people off. Butcher Pete likes us now, that's good. Foraging is done. Let's continue on here with improvise obstructions. Give me more hard and soft attack, and spend some army experience to get it done faster. Okay, Wasteland Amazons is done. Now unfortunately I can't carry on here because I haven't researched either of these two. So I want to get 2 research bonuses for infantry technology to make that research go faster. Some chariots have arrived. That's what I need. Oh, okay. So split that. The hangdogs will be going against Maxon sometime soon. No doubt about that. And that's that done, yes. And Tribal Scout Kit's done as well. So now let me get militia training because I need that. And I actually want to get this unit add them on there. Game over for Robot City. Robot City has taken by an invading force the peaceful settlement of robots there, having been dispersed across the wasteland. Dookie, the strange program who has been leading the settlement, was actually such a small file size that every one of those immigrant robots had a copy in her program installed onto them. A group of robots from Robot City with a Dookie program installed have made their way to our lands. They mean no harm, merely wanting to coexist and go about their artificial lives to the limits that their programming allows. Okay, let's give them another life in our lands. So there's another one completed. Here, game over. So we've only got this one. And Last Days of an Old Friend. So I want... Okay. At least I know what direction. How long has this been going for? 10 days. Oh, okay. Perfect timing. I won't lose anything. Cancel that. I want Dookie as a unit leader, so I need robot refugees, which means I need mystery caves. And 10 days. Perfect. Didn't lose out on anything. What do we have here? Okay, I will set up... Let me just, in case I get a factory or two, get that started. I'll actually form a template later on. Oh, silly me. That's not the word I'm actually thinking to myself. Okay, who can I decrypt next? Let's decrypt hangdogs. I've been sitting on a decryption against Circle Junction this entire time, and I haven't used it. Let's see if that gives me the boost that I need to break through here. Yep, well, don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but seems to be working. I've just break through on this side. This would be so much easier if I had an Air Force. That will come with time, I'm sure. Navarre declared war on the reservation. Are they not with Caesar's Legion anymore? Oh, they are, but the reservation might not be. Okay, that's what it is. Oh, almost got excited there. Come on, ladies, let's push through here. Free fighters, yes, come and join. More the merrier. How's Lanius doing here against Sundogs? Aren't going to take much longer. Mystery Caves is done. Oh, I didn't even read that. The Mystery Caves, a vast network of connected underground springs, is a sacred yet feared place for the tribe. Occupied by fierce fire ants, its beauty and fresh water is kept from them. We shall send our military robots to clear it out of any danger and harvest their genetic strand for study, giving twin mothers access to the caves. So we've got 3 building slots, 3 water resource, and fire ant DNA. Now that's not... oh, a lot of messages it seems, yeah? Okay, so with that done, let me do robot refugees. You can do either, and you end up with a whole bunch of support robots and then computational power, but I want the unit leader. So first of all, robot refugees. While the robots' deviation in programming is indeed the result of a massive glitch and corruption of their core function, who are we to judge if they are not truly alive or not? We will treat them fairly and offer them a home in our midst for them to rebuild. May they find peace amongst the twin mothers. So population goes up, they get a claim, and it actually gets renamed to Robot Town, which I don't mind. Not going as smooth as I wanted to, but suppose my land doctrine, all that, is still fairly weak, and so is my equipment that I'm producing. There's some free fighters that have joined us, thank you. So now Mariposa. And the battle for Huma Dam has kicked off. Oh, there's a lot happening here, people. Okay, new Mariposa is going against the Bone Dancers, and they're going to have Northwestern Brotherhood helping them, so that won't take long at all. Old World holds, no surprise there. I should really do a do that sometime to show people how to win that first battle of Huma Dam. Yes, chariots. I need chariots. Okay, militia training's done. I need guerrilla tactics. Not going to spend the army XP on that one though. There we go. That's another step. But we've actually still done nothing. Oh, Gentle Souls joins Kaiser. Alright. Hangdogs are going to max in. We saw that one coming. Sundogs are... Oh, I think they need... because we're all in a war together. Okay, so hopefully Lanius can send over some people and help me out here. Yes, finally. Can we break through here? Where are they getting supply from? Ah, okay. One more step here. One more step there. Okay, what do we have? That's where I want it to be. Ah, let's put another 15. I can get well-equipped army. Finally, okay, cool. Goddess' influence is done. Oh yes, because I now own 6... Is it 6 states? Yes, I think it's 6 states for this to unlock. Lovely stuff. Okay, now they can just hold that line there. Circle Junction is ours. Okay, I want... Why can't I have both? Okay, let me take... That's the more important ones. Let me take Circle Junction. Submit. And now I want that one there. Submit. And... Thank you for not fighting me on that. And now I need to set up my troops for a war goal that should be coming fairly quickly. Here against, this is the foragers, I believe. Oh, this wasn't over here yet. Okay, robot refugees is done. So, stories of family. In light of our fair and just treatment of the refugees, Doki themselves, okay, it's collective now, have decided to help us lead our troops into battle with their impressive computational capabilities. They have also taken upon themselves to vastly improve the former mysterious caves into a sprawling robot city and share their wealth with us. Okay, so four infrastructure, 4 civilian workshops, and a unit leader. That's winning all the way around. I know we were too late. Turns out that by the time we made it here, they'd already been shipped off. We have heard that they made it all the way to New Montrose, a junkyard town just to the west. Let's get them. So, not only do I get a war goal against the foragers, but I also get a compliance gain boost against the Circle Junction territories I just conquered. And then Motra's flight is done, so I can start researching my triplane attacker. Then I have completed my template for my special Amazon champions, I'm calling them. 20 with all special forces, got demo and anti-tank as support units for now. I am not going to actually train them. Instead, when I have the required, and I don't get this, less than 250 manpower but 250 special ops equipment, don't get that, but okay, once I have the required equipment, I'm merely going to convert one of my most experienced units and make them elite. Now they still need to set up for a bit, so I'm going to wait just a few more days for them to set up and plan, and then I will start my attack into the foragers. Alright, so my forces are finally in place to invade the foragers. I have had a change of heart around my special forces template, and I have set up 2 squads that I want to create. One being Ruder's champions, because Sebastian Ruder, forget the last part of his subscriber name, he's the one that suggested this playthrough, so I wanted to name a unit after him. And then Wolf Squad, which another subscriber, Nightmare Demon Wolf, asked that I name a squad after him, and I'm happy to do so. And he actually even gave me a bit of a backstory, which I will read out when the squad actually gets created. And on that note, if anybody else would like something like that, please let me know in the comments and provide me a little bit of a backstory, or contact me on Discord or something, and I'll be happy to do the same thing for you. But for now that my troops are in place, I don't want to waste any time. Declare war on the foragers, and I'm going to activate my decryption bonus immediately. And let's carry on getting my people back. Okay, looks like they're almost done there. Yes, they're done. So I will okay, I don't want anything. Let Lanius take everything there. I'll accept his help against the foragers. And let's see how we can break through. Now, Circle Junction was basically just going straight down a one-way road here, so I'm hoping that with this attack on the foragers I'll be able to do some flanking, maybe some circlements, but we'll have to see. Oh, Lanius has sent me some expeditionary forces as well. 5 divisions. Okay, now the thing about divisions is they do add to you have to supply them with manpower and equipment, but I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. Okay, decimation. Okay, my recruit population is going to be going down by 10, but my experience gain and organization is going to be going up, so I'm liking that. And another thing about the expeditionary forces, if I no longer want them, I can simply delete them later on, and I'll go back down to Lanius, or after the war's finished he should actually recall them himself. Oh, let's get a military signing bonus while we're at it. And Stories of the Family is finished, which means I have a new unit leader. So now let me give him, well, actually all my unit leaders, +1 to their attack skill. And go change from funding to well-equipped army. I don't know if I'll be able to go higher than that. We'll have to see, besides I want to actually start saving some of my political power for some decisions that are going to be coming up shortly. Alright, so the hangdogs have taken Maxon. So now I don't know if Lanius is going to be advancing north anytime soon. I have started to I've set up construction for some defenses here on my border with the hangdogs. I'm just be careful that I remember that if Lanius does go to war against the hangdogs and I join in, that I don't leave that flank unprotected. There we finally broken through. Now hopefully we can expand and take them out nicely. Okay, reboot the protection network is done. So that's more tech skill for all my people. Now I have researched militia training, so let me get moonlight runs. If our human auxiliaries are able to support our robot forces, they must know how to move swiftly and quietly information. Organization training supervised by our technical robot brains will give them the experience needed to form an effective fighting force to help our cause. Research bonus for land doctrine and an extra 5 arm experience. Okay, finally my triplane attacker is finished researching. Because I don't have any other fighters, I'm going to get carbine struts, so all my aircraft get extra 5% defense. Definitely going to start manufacturing these as fast as I possibly can. I can take I'll take 2 off here until I can get some more factories. Okay, finally broken through, so I'm trying to get my units out and do some encirclement. Let's take you. Hopefully you can push them all the way across there and encircle these 2 divisions over here. Okay, I wasn't able to get the encirclement, but hopefully by spreading their line more and more, I'll be able to start pushing through nicely. Okay, so my forages have been re-encrypted, so I'm going to use it again and start decrypting. I know I have to go against Black Canyon, so I might as well do them as well. Moonlight Runs is finished. So I can't carry on with keeping our girls fed because that's not finished yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do defending the command station so I can get these advances in robotic research and some more production of scrap metal. With the recent advances to our Scout Robot's fuel systems, we can use them to clear the rubble that sadly fell around Paradise when the Great War began. Recovering mainframes and the years of research contained in them would be most beneficial. Okay, we've finally broken out another tile here. So the further I stretch them, there we go, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's Lanius' troops going there. I want to see if I can get someone in to get that victory point before Lanius does. Let's take shield maidens. You head straight across there. Now, factories. Okay, I want to put there and there for now. And I finally have an air force. It is only 1 plane, but it's better than damn nothing. But I'm going to set it to normal operations, so below 25%. So that's I think about 12 aircraft. They're not actually going to do any operations. I do that so that I don't instantly lose the squadron, because the game doesn't tell you if that happens, and you sit here thinking that you had some kind of air force, and in fact that you didn't. So I'd rather wait to have the buffer and then go. Oh, Northwestern Brother took Port Moore. Oh, lots of freaking wars happening. Okay, now shield maidens again. No. Okay, they're involved there. I want to get this unit, do some victory point sniping here if I can. Somewhere I have a front line. Alright, I'm going to have to redraw this. That's annoying. There. Go there. I finally got the encirclement there that I wanted. So I want Special Forces unit out the way. Okay, they're blocking me there. But Lanius is helping out, taking some territory. If I can just get new Montrose, then maybe I can sweep some units around from the west to take Glenwood Springs. There, New Montrose done. Let's see, was that enough to win the war? No. But we're almost there. Oh, I'm getting factories thick and fast now. Okay, I want my planes desperately, so let's get those first. Yeah, that's all the robots I have researched but don't want yet. Okay, that should be the last of it. Hopefully, what unit is this? Deanna's Faithful takes it, so that I can get the victory points. I need to claim everything here. There we go. All done. Will that be enough to take everything? No, it's not. So let me take New Montrose is the most important, then Eagle Pass. Submit. Glenwood Springs. Okay, he's not challenging me on anything, and job done. Okay. So let me set up. What decision do we have here? Basic training. So let's start off with that. Very nice little decision to have. Let me set up, and I will see you, I think, after the next focus. Okay, so just as I'm going to be telling Ubros that they are not going to get any tribute from me, something I want to point out that now that we are no longer at war with anyone, Lanius has actually called back his expedition forces. Alright, I finally have their true location. We finally have the one responsible for the raid, one Bombay Jack. He has sent the slaves up to Canyon near the Hangdog's border. We know where they are now. We can save them. Okay, so let's get them. So now I get a war goal against the claim jumpers, and I also get another compliance gain boost against the foragers. My units are still getting into position, so I'll wait for them to do that, and then we'll go to war once again. Alright, defending the command station is finished along with 2 researchers. So for guerrilla tactics I can't carry on because I don't have intermediate warfare. So I'm going to go for Pioneer Kit to improve my special forces. Then for my land doctrine I'm going to carry on with wedge formation. We can thin our lines and concentrate our men in the middle like a wedge to smash the enemy lines. This tactic was used extensively by the ancient Roman Empire, who I'm copying to great effect, and we can similarly put it to good use in the wasteland. That's 15% breakthrough, which is massive, and 2% initiative, which is good. Fortunately, don't have the army experience yet, but I'm going to carry on anyways. And then now for my focus tree, I'm going to go keeping our goals fed, so I can do the next one, which will unlock my intermediate warfare. Keeping our goals fed. Guerrilla training could be taught to the hunters of the tribe to improve their effectiveness in all terrains and make sure they provide a surplus of sustenance to the villagers. As training and under our supervision, we will go into the Forbidden Land and report back with their prey. So that's a research bonus for support tech, and I get another Gecko DNA, which is getting me close to having all the 4 I need to move on to the next research slot. Okay, so the expeditions have actually returned, and they're probably going to send me some more because I'm going to declare war on the claim jumpers to get my people back from Bombay Jack. And he'll probably send me troops very shortly. Yes, he has. So we attack there. Now I want to use my decryption bonus against them. And I'm not going to attack with Dooku right now. He is a bit outnumbered. I'll wait for them to break through here. And if Lanius wants to send me any expeditionary forces this time, I actually don't think I'm going to accept. Let me go in with Dooku now, because they should be getting cut off quite quickly. There we go. Okay, that's Leadville taken. So let me carry on. If I'm lucky, I've got all their troops encircled. Okay, let me take... Need... two's a bit risky, but I don't have a choice. Otherwise, I'm going to get cut off. And that's not going to be good. The last shell. This is going to be beautiful and quick. Okay, decline the expeditionary forces. I think I've got the entire army was encircled. Lucky break for me. Select all. Submit demands. Job done. Okay, so now my next possible war is going to be against the hangdogs, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to put them here. They can just wait until I do an attack plan, and very soon we should see an event saying we got our people back in under the 500 days since they got taken. That's pretty good. It's actually almost exactly a year to the day. And we found them. The captive slaves taken on the raid have finally been found, having been stored in Bombay Jack's Canyon so that they could be sold off in Dog City. They are a little malnourished, but in time they'll be able to rejoin our tribe once again. Now it says let's get them again, but there's no one else to get. But my manpower's back, and that full moon raid debuff has been removed, and I get some more daily compliance for this area I just took. Lovely stuff. So with keeping our girls fed completed, my last focus for this episode, since we did the Cult of Diana in episode 1, I think it's fitting to end off with the Realm of Diana with this one. The helpless and downtrodden are all around the wasteland, being preyed upon by lowly raiders, despots and murderers. Only Diana and her vision can truly save the waste from this unending cycle of death and misery. It's time for these degenerates to know the goddess is coming for them, and she does not forgive nor forget. So I'm going to end this episode off here. I'm very glad that this bugged event here in the north seems to have been fixed. And in the next episode, I will continue pushing north to reclaim paradise for the Cult of Diana. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.